Hello, friends. Good evening. Hi, Nirmal. Very good evening. I'm fine. तू कसा आहे? Hi, Aditya. Very good evening. That's great. Hi, Meghna. Very good evening. Naveen. Good evening. Hi, Sagar. Good evening. Hi, Shaukat. Very good evening. Dilip. Good evening. Hi, Kalyan. Good evening. Hi, Soni. Very good evening. I'm fine. Kalyan, how are you? Hi, Nivita. Navita. Sorry. Good evening. Excellent, Dilip. You were asking something yesterday, Dilip. Dilip, you were asking something yesterday.
काढतो. पण मंडळी
All right. So guys, once again, good evening, all of you. Am I audible? Let me quickly share my screen. Hi, Bharti. Very good evening. I hope my screen is visible, guys. Good. Thank you. All right. So, guys, what we discussed in the last session. So, couple of points, important points we discussed. Components of Selenium. So, there are 4 components of Selenium. Correct? Selenium IDE, in Integrated Development Environment, which was the first component launched by Selenium. Initial name was uh, JSFT, JavaScript Functional Tester. Correct? It provides you record and playback mechanism. Sometimes if I get the time, I will try to show some demos on that. Then we discuss about Selenium Grid, which is nothing but which is used for the parallel execution. Parallel execution means you can execute your script simultaneously on multiple platform, multiple browser at the same time using nodes and clients, servers, right? Then, then we discuss Selenium RC, where RC stands for remote control. This is deprecated actually. You need to pass your script to the RC server, and then RC server will take care for the executing on the browser. But the problem was it was very slow execution. Why? Because always you need to keep the browser, or sorry, RC server on and open. That's why the Selenium has introduced a new concept called as Selenium WebDriver. So actually WebDriver is an interface. WebDriver is an interface in Java, right? WebDriver, Selenium WebDriver. Actually, Selenium WebDriver is a test automation tool via which you can test any web-based applications, means website. Any kind of website you can test with the help of Selenium WebDriver. It is an interface as well as it is an API, right? Okay. We discussed about the prerequisite. Those who were absent yesterday, I told that first go through the video, check the configuration part. You're supposed to create 2 folders. One is your name with your name, Selenium demos or something like that, and one for storing all the jar files related to Selenium. Right? What are the prerequisite? First prerequisite is you should have at least Windows 10 minimum. Minimum Windows 10 is required there. Then JDK should be installed. That means Java. Okay. Java should be installed on your system. Minimum version is 11, maximum anything, whatever you are having. You should have at least one editor for Java programs for writing. Right? You people can use either Eclipse or even you can use Idea IntelliJ. Even you can write the code in Notepad, but that will be very tricky. No IntelliJ support is available. Everything you have to write manually. You have to compile it manually, you have to execute it. That will become very, and configuration part is very tricky. That is the most important point in the Notepad, right? You should have at least any one of the updated browser, anyone. You may have Chrome, you may have Firefox, Edge, anyone is allowed there, right? Then we require one Selenium jar file. What is Selenium jar file? So this is actually your API. This is actually your API that we are going to download. From where we are going to download? We are supposed to download it from selenium.dev. Selenium.dev site. Then once you reach on selenium.dev, you have to click on the downloads. Once you click on the download, scroll bit down, and here you will find Selenium Server Grid and the latest version. Whatever latest version is there, just simply download that. Okay, so just download that latest version. That particular file, it will download one jar file which will be having the extension called as .jar. That will Deepak, this is the folder that is going to work as your workspace. This folder which you have created with your name, that is going to work as your workspace. Where I was? So first download this jar file which will be having .jar extension. Download this file, then store it in the second folder. Store that file in the second folder. Now the question is, why in the second folder? Why not in the same folder where it is downloaded, like in downloads? So the answer is very simple. Suppose again I told you that create these folders specifically on D drive. If you are having D drive or E drive, specifically create it on D or E drive. Why? If you are putting the data on C drive and suppose there is some problem with your OS, then what is going to happen? Your C drive is going to be formatted. At that time, your data, entire data will get lost. That is the only reason I ask you to create the folders specifically on D drive. Okay. So, but suppose in future, if there is some problem with your OS, then don't forget to take a backup of these folders, right? So download that file and copy it in the second folder, right? Then what is the next? What is the next step? What is the next step? Next step is you are supposed to launch Eclipse. Whatever code we are going to write, that code we are supposed to write it in the Eclipse, right? So once you open Eclipse for first time, you will get this window, right? You will get this window. This is the window that is going to ask you to select your workspace. Basically, what is meant by workspace? Workspace is nothing but a folder in which you are going to store all your programs, all your projects. So whatever Mega is there, Mega, have you joined? So select your workspace means the first folder which you created. Mega, there was a simple problem with your code. I will explain that. So select your workspace which you have created, right? Select that workspace and just click on launch button. After launching, you will get the Eclipse window opened here. Now, once your Eclipse is open, what you need to do for first time, you are supposed to create one project, right? While creating a project, couple of things you need to take care that first give whatever name you want to give to the project, give the name, right? Then select Java SE at least 11, maximum anything, whatever you are having, right? Then don't forget to uncheck this checkbox, create module info.java file. If you forget to uncheck this, there would be some problem. Means it will create module info.java file and you are supposed to do the configuration via that file. And that configuration is very tricky, right? That's why I always suggest don't create this and then just click on finish. So that will create your project. Inside your project, you are supposed to create a package. So right click, new package, create one package. We created a package with the name com.webdriver-demos. Generally, what happens when you are giving like this com dot, what will happen? It will create one folder with the name com. If you can see here in this folder, this is your project folder, correct? If you open this project folder, you will find SRC folder. Okay, go to SRC folder and here you will find this folder called as com. Inside this com, you will find one more folder, WebDriver demos. Suppose I'm going to create one more package. Suppose if I'll create, obviously you are supposed to create one package. Even if possible, you can create it right now. Right click, new package, com dot assignments. Create this package because whatever assignments I'm going to share, you can solve it in this package. Okay, once I create this package, if you can see, I will get one more folder here with that name. So that is the reason create a separate packages for every not for every class, but for storing the related classes. Then create a class. We created the class with the name D01 launching Chrome, right? Then the very simple step we have to write, that is WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver. What actually this is, WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver, means we are creating object of WebDriver interface. WebDriver is an interface and Chrome driver is a class in which WebDriver interface has been implemented. So the definition of WebDriver will be, definition of Chrome driver will be public class Chrome driver implements WebDriver, and all the methods of WebDriver interface has been implemented in the Chrome driver. Okay, now many of the time students ask me the question, sir, what will happen if I create an object like this? Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. No problem. No problem at all. You can create in that way as well. Okay, but the standard way is create object of reference of interface is equal to new class name, right? So this is going to create your new class. But here I will be getting error. Why? Because it is saying what is meant by WebDriver. I don't know. So I have to add that jar file to this project. My dear friends, whenever you are creating a new project, remember, whenever you are creating a new project, for every project, see, listen, for every project, not for every class, not for every package, for every project, new project, you have to do this configuration. And what is the configuration? Very simple. Right click on your project, build path, configure build path, go to libraries, select class path, add external jars. Okay, go to that second folder which we created, and then there is your file, whatever file you downloaded, select that file, click on open. The file will be added in the class path. Make sure that file is in the class path and click on apply and close. Once you click on apply and close, then you can hover the mouse on WebDriver. You will get import option here. If you are not getting import option, okay, don't panic. Simply click on that WebDriver. Click, don't double click, don't right click. Simply click and hit Control space. Hit Control space. Then here you will get option WebDriver here. Just double click WebDriver org.openqa.selenium. A rare situation, but sometimes if the interviewer is khadus like me, then he might ask you what is a package of WebDriver. Okay, so just double click on that, it will get imported. Same you can do for this, or hover the mouse and you will get option import. Right now, whenever you are calling this statement, WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver, what it is going to do, it is simply going to, yes guys, what this statement will do, whenever I'm instantiating WebDriver, what this statement will do, guys? Surprised? Correct. So it will launch a blank browser. It is not creating Chrome. What is creating Chrome? It will launch a new blank Chrome browser. Blank browser. Correct? So this is the part which we discussed yesterday. Okay. Up to this, any query, any questions? That's great. That's great. That's great. Do you have to memorize every method? Yes. You have to memorize each and every method of WebDriver. And that will come with practice. That will come with only practice. Megha, Not the problem. Mega, you have made a mistake. You have created this car1 class and you have misplaced the bracket somewhere. That's why it is saying car1 cannot resolve car1. Okay. So here is your car1 class, and it is inside this class. The class is inside the class. So what actually you need to do, you need to put this class out of this, and then you will be able to use this. What you did, you created class inside a class. That was the problem. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, now all right, my dear friends, we were discussing about this driver.get method. Driver.get method. My dear friends, what is the purpose of driver.get method? Driver.get method is going to launch any particular website. Means you need to pass the URL. You need to pass the URL as a string format. If you can see, I'm passing this URL in a string format. So driver.get, what this method is going to do? This method is going to launch a particular website. Whatever URL you have pasted here, you have put here, that URL will get launched. Okay. Let me try to run this and see what happens. Actually, what is going to happen? It will launch Chrome. It will launch Chrome, but it will not launch Google. Rather, I will be getting one error called as invalid argument exception. I'll be getting one exception called as here, if you can see. Can you see here? Exception in thread main. And what it is saying? Invalid argument exception. If you can see on the just scroll this console, somewhere you will find name of your class. So this is the name of our class, correct? You know, D01 launching Chrome.java, and it is saying error is on line number 10. If you'll click there, it will highlight that particular line where is the error. My dear friends, during this session, I'm going to share you some of the common exceptions. Okay, and the first exception is this one: invalid argument exception. What is the reason of this invalid argument exception? The name of exception itself tell that whatever argument you have passed, that argument is invalid. So, my dear friends, whenever you are calling .get method, so .get method expects a absolute URL. It is expecting absolute URL. So here, is it absolute URL? No. Absolute URL starts with HTTP. Absolute. Sometimes HTTP, yes, but it starts with HTTP. So the URL, what is the reason? The URL you passed is not in the correct format. URL should be absolute. Means it should start with HTTP. Correct, guys? Correct, guys? So I have to put the URL I have to put the URL like this. What is that? HTTPS colon slash slash. Just accept it. Devi. Am I right? Devi. Just accept that. Okay. My suggestion to everyone, never type the URL. Never type the URL. What you should do, very simple, go to any one of the browser, open that, manually open that website which you want to open. Suppose I want to open Google, right? Copy this URL and paste it here. Always follow this technique for at least for URL. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Now, suppose if I'll run this. Yes, can you see? Can you see? It launched. So you copy pasted the URL. Right? Is it okay? Everyone? Warning, that is the log. My dear friends, whatever you are getting here in the console in the red color, that is not error. This is not an error. This is a log. This is a log which is generated by while execution. This is just a log. This is not a warning. This is not an error. Right? Is it okay, everyone? Every time, Dilip. Every time you have to. Suppose, okay, now sometimes students ask me the question, sir, is HTTP required or HTTP yes is required? So the answer is very simple. What is in the URL? What is in the URL? Does your URL contains HTTP or HTTPS? If it contains HTTP, put HTTP. If it contains HTTPS, simply copy paste the URL. Simple thing. Don't take attention. Simply copy paste the URL. Right? Is it okay? Now, have you observed one thing, guys? Have you observed one thing? When I execute the code, correct, Joginder. When I execute the code, at that time, it is launching the browser. But it is launching the browser in the restore mode. Do you know? Do you know? Restore mode and maximize mode. So this is the restore mode. Correct, guys? This is the restore mode. And this is the maximize mode. Right? Am I right, guys? Now what I want, suppose I want to launch this browser in the maximize mode. So don't worry, for that purpose, again there is a method. Restore means half size or like this, Ray, Bharti. This is restore mode and this is maximize mode. Is it okay? This is restore mode and this is maximize mode. Right? So for that purpose, again there is a method. What is the method? Simple. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. What is the method? Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Next method. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So what this method is going to do? So this method will maximize the browser window. Okay, so that will maximize the browser window. Yes. It launch in the maximize mode. Okay. Now, when you want to maximize, two options are there. Either, see here, what is the sequence? Now, what is the sequence? First, it will launch the browser. Correct? Then it will maximize. And then it will load the URL. Correct? Correct? Now, suppose I want to launch the browser, launch the URL, then maximize. Okay. Just remove this statement from here and put it after this. Right? So it will first launch the browser, it will launch URL, and then it will maximize. The standard practice says that first launch the browser, then maximize, and then load the or open the URL. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Have you got the meaning of these three lines? Everyone? What I have to say again? Whenever you are saying, please say again, please repeat. Then tell me what I have to repeat. I have explained so many points here. What is the actually you are expecting? Driver.manage.window.maximize will maximize the window. Simple. It will maximize the browser window. Right? Now, one more point is there. One more point is there. Guys, have you seen that every time when I'm launching this, every time I have to close the browser manually. Am I right? See, it is launching the browser, it is launching that particular website, but I have to close the browser manually. So if I'm thinking or if I'm writing the code for automation, then everything should happen automatically, no? Then browser should get closed automatically. Correct. So in that case, what I have to do? I can call a method called as close. So there is a method close. So close is the method that will close the browser window that is opened by WebDriver object. My dear friends, not now, not now. So what driver.close will do? So this will close the browser. See, if I will run this, yes, it launched the browser, maximize the window, it launched Google, open Google, and it closed. But the very important thing, suppose, let me comment this. Purposely, let me comment this. Let me run this code and see what happens. Huh? Guys, see what happens. See, this browser is still open. It will not close. Okay, let me minimize this. See here, the browser is already open here. Now what I will do? I will remove this. Now the question is, will this driver.close will close this window? What do you think? So answer is correct. No, it will not close that window. It will close only the window which is opened by this driver. This is the window which was opened by earlier object, right? Can you see? The window is already, it will be still open. You have to close this manually. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Okay. My dear friends, yesterday I forgot to uh, tell you one more configuration you people need to do on your system. This is very important configuration you have to do. Let me show you this configuration. Everyone, please watch this configuration. So this require bit high level. high- so the moral of this video is don't copy paste. Right? My dear friends, do you want to become perfect in Selenium? Anushka, do you want to become perfect in Selenium? So, unless and until I'm not telling, don't copy paste the code. Don't copy paste the code. Trust me, guys. Trust me, guys. Follow the instructions. Whatever I'm telling you. Follow the instructions. Follow the steps. I guarantee. I guarantee you will be perfect in Selenium. So don't copy paste the code. Even these 4 lines of the code, which is the common for each and every statement, but don't copy paste the code. Simply write the code. It will take maximum 1 minute extra. It's okay. Copy the code. Sorry, write the code. What you can copy? URL. Copy it. After a couple of demos, we are going to see something called as locators. Copy the locators. Don't type. Okay, but don't copy paste the code unless and until I'm not telling. Is it okay? Will you follow this? Hmm? Follow my every instruction. I guarantee. ah, that is the reason why AI is making you all fool. Even don't ask to the AI as well. Chalo, fine. Now, yesterday someone was asking me, sir, this is for launching the Chrome. Okay. What about if I want to launch Firefox? Or what if I want to launch Edge? It's okay. Simple. Let me create a new class inside the same demo, same package, new class. And here I will give. Now, this is the second demo. Correct, guys? So I'll give the name as D02, D capital, launching Edge. Suppose I will show you how we can launch Edge. Don't forget to add public static void main. Suppose you forget. By chance, you forget to add public static void main. Okay, don't get panic. Don't get panic. Just here, type main, M-A-I-N, and hit control space. It will create main for you. Right? Right? Now just simply, obviously, Joginder, obviously that will help. Not only this, but you have to do some practice on some another websites as well. Even I'm going to share some assignments on the daily basis. Today, I'm going to give you almost 3 to 4 assignments. Okay, so do that assignments. Try using some another websites. Try on that site as well. Suppose, for example, today, it's okay. It is, I just launched the website and that is, but now we are going to handle some of the controls. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to identify, how to handle the control. Now, what you need to do, I'm going to give you the assignment, no problem about that. But try launching some other websites. There are n number of websites available in the internet, on internet, correct? So try launching any another any website and try doing automation on that site. Do whatever practice I'm telling, whatever demos I'm conducting here, do all the demos on daily basis. I can understand, guys. Guys, I can understand most of you are working professionals. I can understand. But guys, give at least 1 hour daily for the practice. Practice makes man perfect as well as woman. Okay. uh, that is again okay. Give at least 1 hour. So now what you need to do? Simple, the same code. Web driver is equal to new. Instead of Chrome driver, just add Edge driver. But that's it. Okay. Import both. Right? And the same code. Code is same. driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, driver dot get. Now suppose I want to launch, let's say this Selenium website. Copy paste the code, sorry, URL, and then put driver dot close. That's it. Simple. Same code, nothing, not a single line difference. Only difference is here in the browser. Instead of Chrome driver, put Edge driver. That will be okay. Couple of things. One more thing here. Sometimes you will get this socket exception. After closing the browser, you might get this socket exception or IO exception. How to launch? Do to means sometimes you will get this socket exception or IO exception. Ignore it. Okay. What it means, Bharti? Tell me how to launch do to means. Okay, suppose I want to launch Firefox. I want to launch Firefox. Simple, right click on that, run as Java application, same. What is the code you have to write here? Driver is equal to new Firefox driver. That's it. It will launch Firefox. But make sure that, this is what I was telling, make sure that that particular browser is installed and updated on your system. That is very important. That should be updated. Suppose if it is not updated, locators, Anushka. Suppose your browser is not updated, then you will get, here is the exception. You will get the exception called as session not created exception. Session not created exception. What is the meaning of session not created exception? Why you are getting session not created exception? Because the version of Selenium and the version of browser are not compatible with each other. Okay, if both are not compatible with each other, then you will get this exception, session not created exception. Suppose guys, suppose here, which is the version I'm using for Selenium 4.33. Suppose for example, suppose I will use this very earlier version. For example, let's say this 4.4, right? So it means that this 4.4 version may not be compatible with this version of Chrome or Edge, right? That's why you are getting that exception. Session not created exception. Always remain. Is it okay? Got this, everyone, guys? Fine. Moving to next part. Okay. Now my very simple question is, sir, the browser is closing. Wait. I'm going to tell the trick for that. We can't increase that time. There is a trick for that, but we'll discuss it in some another demo. Okay. Where I was? What I did here, guys, I launched this particular website and I closed the browser. Now my question is, how I can make sure that this website is launched or not? Are you getting my question, guys? See, it is going to launch the website. It is going to launch the browser. It is going to launch the website. But as a tester, as a tester, how I can check, how I can validate whether this website is opened or not? Yes, guys. Are you getting my question? No doubt, it is going to launch that particular website. It is going to launch, maximize the, everything is happening. But how I can ensure that it is launching this Selenium site or not? Yes, one way, that is very good, Aishwarya, correct. Okay, I'll tell you what you will check. Rushali, what you will check? Correct. You have to put some condition. But what you are going to check in the condition? Huh? So the very simple answer is, guys, this is going to show some title, right? Am I right, guys? Can you see? It is showing some title, right? Suppose if I will check this title, anyhow, if I will check this title, then obviously that will ensure me whether this website is launched or not, correct? And how I can do that? So I have to read the title of that page. And how I can read the title? Very simple. For that purpose, Selenium has given you a method called as get title. Get title. So what get title method is going to do? It is going to return the title of the web page that is launched by WebDriver object. My dear friends, apart from this information, I'm going to tell you the return type of that method. In the bracket, I will tell you the return type. Return type of this method is string. The return type of this method is string. Get title method returns value of type string. Correct? So, let me create a new class with the name D03 read title. Is this necessary as in Selenium ever in your experience? The purpose is bit different. The purpose is bit different. I will explain it with some example. It is not going to launch any another website. No problem. But suppose for testing purpose, I need to check. Okay, I have to tell the report to the client. I have to tell report to the client whether it is launching this, whether this website is working or not. How I can report to the client? Tell me. I have to tell to the client that it is launching this website. Means this website is perfectly okay. How I can tell that? So in that case, I have to check it, no? Correct? I have to check whether it is launching or not. So for that purpose, there is a method driver dot get title. Can you see the return type? Return type is string. Now, my dear friends, if you remember this, the concept of this is a very basic concept of Java. If any one of the method is going to return some value, I repeat, if any one of the method is going to return some value, then I have to store that value inside some variable, correct? Means no double quote means no double quote means Kalyan, nothing. This is a method. This is a method. What I was telling, if you remember, whenever some of the method is going to return some value, then it is mandatory that I have to store that value inside some variable. Correct? Correct. Now the question is, what should be the data type of that variable? I have to store value in some variable, correct? So I have to write something like this. Let's say title. Title is equal to, correct? Is it mandatory that it should be string always? Is it mandatory that it should be string always? Your answer is right. For the time being, for this time, I have to pass string value. I have to create string variable, no doubt. So always remember, my dear friends, what is the concept? What is the concept? You have to create a variable of type, that is the return type. What is the return type of get title? String. Return type of get title is string. So I have to create object of type string. Are you getting this? Why string? Why string title? Yes, guys. Why string title? Because driver.getTitle method is going to return me value of type string. That's why I have to use string title. Now let me try to display this. So you know the method sysout type is plus this type. If this function is returning some value, Kalyan, if this function is returning some value, don't you think that I have to store that value somewhere? Suppose I'm giving you something. Don't you think that you have to store it somewhere? Right? Where you will store that? Some container should be required, no? So this is the container. This is the container. Suppose I'm going to give you, obviously, but it will not store. It will waste that value. If you are not going to store it, it will waste. What is the purpose in that case? What is the purpose of calling that method? Right? So suppose I'm going to give you pizza to everyone. I'm going to give you pizza everyone. Right? So what you have to do, guys? What you have to do? What you should have with you? You should have something, na? You should have some plates or something like that. You know? Before eating. I'm not going. I'm not going to give something like this. Chalo खा लो भैया, खा लो बेटा, खा लो दीदी, है ना? No, I'm going to give, na. I'm going to give you. So first thing, what you have to do, you have to store it somewhere. That in the plate, huh? Or it is practically not possible that there are 100 students here. For example, there are 100 students. So practically it is not possible कि I will go to every student. चलो बेटा खा लो, huh? चलो ये लो. Right? So that case, you will have one plate. You can store it. Is it okay? Correct, guys? One more thing. Chalo. Let me explain this concept in one more way. Now you are supposed to store that pizza. What you will use, guys? What you will use? Obviously a plate. Obviously a plate. Are you going to use this? Are you going to use this to store a pizza? Can you see this? What it is? Huh? Or are you going to use this? Although both are these containers, no? Both are these containers. These are like a variables. So you have to take care of this data type as well. What is the value that method is returning. So you have to create a variable of that. Is it okay, guys, everyone? My examples are very khatarnak examples. Yes, can you see? It is saying this is the title. I always believe in the realistic examples, right? So I'm getting this. Now the next thing is I have to ensure whether it is launched this particular website or not. How I can ensure? I can check like this. How? If title, so there are so many ways. Either you can check like this. If title dot equals, now in this case, you should know this title. So I'm copy pasting this. If title dot equals, if it is getting this title, then what I can say? Sys out. I will say test case pass. Else sys out test case fail. Okay. See. Can you see here? My test case pass. Otherwise, suppose I'm not expecting this complete URL. Sorry, complete title. Then I can write something like this as well. How? If title dot contains, do you know the method? Contains. Suppose I'm expecting only if it contains Selenium, that is again okay. This is also possible. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? But as you know, this is highly case sensitive. If I give only if it's yes small, then in that case, it will say you test case fail. Java is highly case sensitive, my dear friends. Yes, can you see? Right? Is it okay, guys? Everyone got this? Chalo. Moving to next part. Moving to next concept. Suppose I'm trying to log in on, let's say this site called as Orange HRM. For example, I'm on this login to on this page Orange HRM. Let me try to input some data. Admin 123 is the password. And if I'll click on login button, it will do the login. Now my question is how I can check whether the login is successful or not. Are you getting my question? How I can check whether the login is successful or not. Logs. Okay, one is if user goes to the home screen, then your login is successful. Okay, that is one thing. Anything apart from that? Now, how I can ensure ki whether I'm in on this home page or not? So this is the testing, Ray Mega. Mega, this is the testing. Hai. Testing requires the report. Okay, so if I'm getting somewhere, if I'm getting uh, login successful ka message, then I can read that message and that will again help you. Okay, that is one way. If the username and password are correct, how I can ensure the username and password are correct or not? How I can ensure? How I can verify the username and password are correct or not? Then how I can check whether it is throwing the error or not? One very simple way. One very simple way. I can ensure the title. I can check the title before login. might possible the title before login and the title after login may be different. May be different. Correct? Correct, my dear friends? But here, just check what is the title here now after this is after login page. The title is now Orange HRM. Let me do the logout. Let me take you on the home page, means login page, and see what is the title. Again, title is same, Orange HRM. So it means that I cannot check with title. Okay. Let us check one more thing. Let me open Notepad. So this is the URL of my login page. Let me do the login. And let's check the URL of this home page. That is also possible, but for the time being, just it is a very simple, go through the very simple steps. Go through the very simple steps. Can you see? Can you see? The title of both page is different. Sorry, URL. URL of both the page is completely different. Means it contains dashboard. Index is here also, but this URL contains dashboard. So in this case, I can read this URL. I can read this URL and I can check if this URL contains this dashboard, or if I'm getting this complete URL, then my test case pass. Otherwise, my test case fail. Correct? So in such a situations, I have to read the URL. I have to read the URL of the page. Don't worry. We are going to use that. So there is a method called as get current URL method. What it is? What it is? If you want, I will share this link. So this method will return the URL of the web page that is opened in browser. And the return type is again string. Return type of this method is again string. Okay, sure. Let me create a new class. D04 read UI. Yes. Is real life test scripts also so simple? So simple. So simple. In the same way. In the same way. Okay, this time, suppose we will use this, use the same URL. Not necessary, you can use any URL. And now I want to display that URL. So how? So I have to call a method driver dot get current URL. Can you see the return type? String. So obviously what I have to do, I have to create one object of type string. Let's say URL is equal to, let me display this out. Right now you will get the same URL. Right? But after some time, you will be requiring this with using some complex URLs. Right? Can you see here, guys? Is it okay, guys? Got this 2, 3, 4 methods, whatever we discussed. Launching the browser, get driver.manage.window. Like maximize, there is one more method called as minimize, which will minimize your browser. But I never suggest to minimize the browser, right? Close, get title, and get current URL. So these are the methods which we discussed till now. My dear friends, if you are, it will give you the URL of the page which is open right now in your browser. Whatever page is open right now in your browser, it will give you the URL of that page. Okay, guys, my humble request, if you are doing the demos with me, please stop. Please stop. Huh? Sir, when we print the title, it should give output in the console. Yes, if I'm putting like this sysout, then it should display in the browser, no? If suppose we are not maximize the window, then what will happen? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. The window will be in the restore mode. Huh? Sometimes some controls will not be visible. In that case, some controls may not be visible. Right? That will be the only problem. Okay. Okay. My dear friends, here I'm going to give you the first assignment. I'm going to give you the first assignment. You are not supposed to upload any one of the assignment anywhere. Okay. So I will put the assignments with date. So the first assignment, guys, I shown you get title method, get current URL method. In the same way, there is one method. Sir, why did you recommend not doing these demos with you? Because might possible you will miss some of the points. The only reason you will miss some of the points, and then and then what will happen? You will ask me again and again, sir, what is this? What is this? That is the reason. Okay. So we discussed about get current URL method, get title method. There is one more method called as what is the purpose and return type of. There is one method called as get page source method. Is it okay, guys? Like this, like this. Like this get title, get URL method. There is one more method called as get page source. Get page source. So in the next lecture, means in the Monday's lecture, tell me what is the purpose and what is the return type of this method. Is it okay, guys? Can you do this assignment? Try this assignment. All right. Chalo. Moving to next. Chalo. Moving to next concept. Nahi re baba. Don't call me that. In my console, it is not printing the actual title. Are you writing this statement? Are you writing this statement? System.out.println. Still, it is not printing. What is the title? Which is the website you are opening? Which is website you are opening, Minal? Google. It should display. It should display. Tell me what is the code you have created. Copy paste the code. Listen, everyone. Everyone, please listen. What she has did. You are getting one exception. Are you getting? You are getting one exception. Check it. You are getting one exception. And what is that exception? I will tell you. And what is the reason of that exception? Again, I will tell you. See here, what it is giving. No such session exception. Wow. Very good exception. No, I didn't told this. No such session. No such session exception. My dear friends, what is the mistake she has did? What is the mistake she did? See here. I launched the browser. I maximize the window. I launch the URL and I close the browser. I close the browser and then I'm trying to read the URL or title, whatever. Correct? So where is your browser? Are you getting the point? Minal, is your browser is open? No, your browser is closed and then you are trying to perform some operation. So that will not possible. How you can perform the operation if your browser is closed, right? So that is no such session exception. Thank you for this exception. So you are trying to perform some operations on the application or on the browser, but the browser is closed. Okay? Is it okay, guys? All right. Now what we did, we discussed that how we can launch the browser, how we can maximize the browser, how we can load the any particular website, how we can read the title, how we can read the URL, how we can close the browser. Is it the only automation, guys? I'm telling very, very, very important part. Heart of Selenium. You can say it as a heart of Selenium. Is it the only automation, guys? Launching the website, huh? Launching the browser, closing the browser. Huh? Is it the only automation? Means application launched, closed, browser launched, close. I try to read. So this is not only automation. I'm supposed to perform some operations on that application, guys. If you remember, what is meant by automation? What is meant by testing actually? What is meant by actual testing? So performing some operations on that. So did we perform any operation on this? Nothing. Kalyan, I told that. First thing I told that don't try the demos when I'm explaining. You are trying the demos when I'm explaining, and then you are asking the questions, and I'm not getting this. So this is nothing but wastage of my time and yours as well. You are writing the method in wrong way. The method URL is like this. Get current URL. U capital, R small, L small. So this is not the actual automation, means only automation. Rather, the automation means I need to perform some operations on the control. Right? Like suppose I'm on the Facebook page. Suppose I'm on the Facebook page. Then what is the operation I have to do on the Facebook page? Only reading the title, reading the URL, reading the page source. No, that is not the automation. What I have to do, I have to read, I have to perform some operations on this. Right? What this is, guys? What this is? Text box. This is text box. This is button. This is link. This what these all are menus. Correct, guys? Am I right? Are you getting my point? Here are the text boxes. These are the drop down list. radio buttons, checkbox. What this is, guys? CAPTCHA. This is CAPTCHA. Any one of the automation tool doesn't support to handle a CAPTCHA. You cannot handle a CAPTCHA via any automation tool. Why? Answer is very simple. The answer is very simple. What is the purpose of CAPTCHA, my dear friends? What is the purpose of CAPTCHA? To verify this is being used by human. And if you are executing it via automation, then is it executed by human? No, no. That is robot. That's why any one of the tool doesn't support to handle CAPTCHA. But there is one alternative way to handle the CAPTCHA. I will tell you at that time, not now. Correct. So all these are the controls. All these are the controls. Right? All these are the controls. And I'm telling very important concept. Every control, see this text box, this radio button, this drop down list, this text box, this button, somewhere we found the links. Every control on the page is treated as a web element on your in Selenium. In Selenium WebDriver, okay, someone has put something in the QA. If it is most important, put it in the chat. I will open the QA only at the end. Humble request. If it is most important, if I want to answer it immediately, put it in the chat. So let's try to understand a concept called as web element. What is meant by web element? Basically, web element means the control on your web page. Every control on the web page is treated as web element in Selenium or in web. So we are treating it as a web element. Means, my dear friends, purposely I am telling this text box is a web element. This drop down list, web element. The options from this day 01, 02, 03, 04, 010, sorry, 10. These are again web element. Are you getting? Every control on the page is treated as a web element. These menus, web element. Somewhere yesterday I shown you one table. The control the elements from that web element. That row web element. Column web. Everything is treated as a web element. Even the text. Suppose here is some text. Can you see? Time at work. This is a text. Here you can see Facebook helps you to connect and share with the people in your life. What this is? Web element. So everything on your page will be treated as a web element. Is this part clear? Web element. And we are having interface called as web element. It is an interface that represents the control on the web page. So it is an interface. Always remember, in Selenium, like WebDriver is an interface. WebDriver is an interface. Same way, web element is again one interface, right? So it is something like, suppose we created one class called as employee. So what that employee is going to hold, that employee is going to represent one employee. Same way, this web element is going to represent one control on the page, right? Now, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to perform some operations on these web elements or on these controls. Correct, guys? We are supposed to perform some operations on these controls. Like on this text box, I want to enter some data in this text box. In this text box, again, I need to enter some data. on this login button, I'm supposed to click on this login button, huh? Right? So I'm supposed to perform some operations on that control. So if you want to perform the operations on that control, the first step will be you have to read that controls in your script. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell? The very first step is you have to read those particular controls in your script. Means if I want to perform some operation on the text box, first read that control in your script. Right? Now, how I can read that control? How I can read that control? Now, suppose here, suppose I want to call someone. Suppose I need to call someone. What I can do? How I can call to any person from the from this meeting? Yes, guys. If I want to call someone, correct, I have to call him or her by his or her name. Correct, guys? Right? Right? Suppose I forgot the name of that student. I forgot the name of that student, for example. Huh? Then what I can do? I can use some another technique. So I can say like this, Arey, that was one student from Sangli, no? Who was that? I forgot the name. Are you getting my point, guys? Huh? There was one student who is from Sangli. Who is that? Correct. So I am trying to identify. I am trying to Inzamam. Yes, I know. Inzu, I know that. Huh? But just for example, because I don't know the city of any other student. Right? So what I have to do, I'm going to identify. I'm going to locate. The perfect word is I'm going to locate the student by its some of the identity, like name or city. May possible someone is, let's say someone is working in Infosys. So what I will say, there was one student who was working in Infosys. Who was that? Something like that. So this is something called as locator. The next very important concept. If you understand locators, you will understand 50% of Selenium. So basically what is meant by locator? So locators are the way to find or identify any control on the web page. You can call them as identifiers, but the technical name is locator. Okay, locators are the way to find or identify any control on the web page. Which are the locators? Selenium gives you total 8 locators. Those are name, ID, CSS selector, class name, XPath, link text, partial link text, and tag name. There is one more. We'll discuss that later on. So these are the 8 locators. Interview question. This is interview question. What is meant by locator and which are the locators? Those are available in Selenium. Sequence absolutely doesn't matter. Sequence doesn't matter. But you have to memorize all these locators. Within 2-3 days, you will be able to understand each and every locator and what is the purpose of every locator. Don't worry. Is it okay, guys? Everyone got this? What is meant by locator? So locators, if you want again something additional. So here, can you see? Selenium locators are used to identify and interact with the web element on the web page. That is what I'm telling. So how you can identify any control using its locator, right? Right? So the very first step that you have to do is you have to read this control, right? Suppose what I want to do, I want to enter some text in this text box. I want to enter some text in this text box. After performing this demo, na, you will be saying, wow. After completion of this demo, you will be saying, wow, maza aa gaya. Huh? So, what we are going to do, we are supposed to enter some text in this text box. So, to enter the text, first step, I have to read that control. I have to read that control. So, for reading the control, you have to call one method called as find element. Find element. What is a find element method? What is find element method? Find element method will read the control, or I will say read the single control on the web page. What it is going to do? It is going to read, or it is going to find, it is going to select a single control on the web page. And very interestingly, the return type of this method. Can you guess the return type of this method? Find element. Interview question. What is the return type of find element method? Don't tell me string. Integer. How comes integer, right? Aishwarya? Off method. ये क्या होता है? Char. Boolean. Okay, let me tell you, string is also known. Wait, guys. Wait, guys. Guys, wait. Wait. Stop answering. Stop answering. I will tell you. My dear friends, first tell me what find element method is going to do. What find element method is going to do? It is going to read any control. Correct? It is going to read any control. My next question. My next question. How the controls on the page are represented? Controls on the page. These controls are represented. Every control on the web page is represented with. भूल गए. हम भूल गए. हम भूल गए. Web element. है ना? Am I right? Am I right, guys? So, see what this control is. What this control is? Text box. This control is text box. How this text box is represented in a script? Web element. Correct? That's why this method will return a value of type web element. So return type will be web element. Correct? Why? Because it is going to return one control. Find element method is going to return one control. Returns a single control. Right? Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Everyone got this find element method? Although we are going to discuss this method, don't worry. Now, find element method. For find element method. Now, find element method means I am calling to one of the student. Find element means I am calling to one of the student. But before calling, I have to think about locator. Correct? Are you getting my point? How I'm going to call a student? See, find element means I'm calling to one of the student. Find element means I'm calling to one of the student. But how I'm calling to the student? In that case, I have to think about locator. Correct? With his name or with his address or with his company. Or maybe some nickname. Right? Right? Or with some special names. So our phone number, our phone is having some special numbers, no? Like that. So that is find element method accepts one locator, only one, at least any one. So you have to give any one locator for that. So my dear friends, let's see the first locator, that is name. So let's see how we can identify any control using name. So let me create a new class. D05. Locate by name. So I'm going to pass this URL, Facebook. Okay, guys, try to observe this very, very, very carefully. Everyone keep your Eclipse, keep your browser open, and again, if possible, okay, right now it is not required. Or you can and launch this Facebook, that will be again okay. Okay. Now, which is a method I have to call? See, guys, what I have to do, I have to read this control. Yes, Navita, any query? I have to read this control using which locator right now? I have to read this control. Listen this. I have to read this control. So to read the control, which method I have to call? Find element. Correct, guys? To read the control, to read any control, I have to call find element method. Now, for the time being, which locator I'm using? Name. For the time being, I'm using the locator called as name. Let's see how. So call a method driver dot find element. Can you see there are two methods? Find element and find elements. What could be the difference? Guess the difference. Correct. One written single element and one written multiple elements. Simple difference. Okay. So right now we are calling driver dot find elements method. Okay. Sorry, find element method. Now what I have to do here? I have to. How I'm going to locate how I'm going to identify or read the control? Using its name. Correct? So here call a method by dot name. Are you getting this? By dot name. And inside the double quote, here, inside the double quote, I have to pass name of this control. I'm supposed to read this control. Correct, guys? I'm supposed to read this control. So I have to give whatever name of this control, I have to give that name. Is it okay? Are you getting the point? Are you getting this line? Everyone, is this line clear? What is the value I have to pass? I'm going to explain. Don't worry. Okay. Now, does anyone having Mark Zuckerberg's phone number? Then how we can find out the name of this control? I have to find out name of this control, no? Deleted yesterday. Deleted yesterday. Oh God. Okay, don't worry. So every browser every browser is having one very interesting facility, that is inspecting the control. Every browser is having this facility. What you need to do? Listen this very carefully. So which control I want to find out the name? So this control, correct? Correct. So right click on this control. There is option called as inspect. Right click on the control and click on inspect. And you will get something like this. Yes, guys. Might possible. You are getting something like this. If you tried this, right? Then first step, what you need to do, just increase the size of this like this. Can you see this control, guys? Can you see this is here? Here it is bit highlighted, and on the page, the control, if I hover the mouse on this code, whatever code, I'm going to explain this code. Then here the control get highlighted. See here. Right? Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is and how we can use this. My dear friends, this is something called as HTML code. This is the HTML code. And try to understand what are these all. What is this all? Okay. The name which is immediately after this angular bracket. Can you see this? This is starting with this input, right, guys? It is starting with this input. So that input is known as this input, which is starting with angular bracket and some keyword, that is known as tag name. This is known as tag name, right? Then can you see here something equal to is there? There is something before equal to. There is something before you are equal to. What that is? Which is before equal to, like this type, or here is something class, or something this name. What this is? All these are known as attributes. All these are this type, class, name, all these are attributes. Okay. And if you can see this text, or this input text or something, or this email, what these all are? These are value. Are you getting this concept, guys? So this input is the tag name, type is the attribute, and whatever is inside the double quote, it is the value. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Let me put this in your notes as well. May possible you may find n number of tags here. So here is one more tag. If you can see, this is a form tag. So here form is the tag, class is the attribute, underscore 9vtf is the value. Here div is the tag, class is attribute, and whatever is inside double quote, that is the value. Is it okay, Prashant? Right? Now my question is, Where is my control? Here. Okay. Can you see the name attribute here? Can you see the name attribute? Here is the name attribute. Correct? Here is the name attribute. And that name attribute is having some value. Can you see? Name is equal to email. Can you see this value? Name is equal to email. Double click on that value. It will get selected. Whatever value is inside double quote, select that value, copy it, Control C. This is the part you have to copy. Don't type this and paste it here. That's it. What is the meaning of this statement? Try to understand. I am trying to tell, dear Selenium, please locate a control on this page whose name is email. So we are on this page. On this page, might possible there is one control whose name is email. I don't know what type of control it is. Just find that control. Is this statement clear, everyone? What I'm asking to Selenium? What I'm asking to Selenium? Only 2 replies I'm coming. Huh? What I'm asking to Selenium? Dear Selenium, please find out a control on this page whose name is email. My dear friend, this is the heart of Selenium. Locators and find element is the heart of Selenium. Is it clear, guys? Is this is the second half. Actually, this is the second half. Can I proceed? No. Huh. So what I'm telling here to Selenium, dear Selenium, please find. So I'm telling here, please find a control whose name is email. Right? I'm telling to Selenium that please find the control whose name is email. And which is the control whose name is email? This control. Correct, guys? Am I right, everyone? Is this part clear? This is the second half. Now, what is the first of this? What is the first half of this? My dear friends, I told you, what is the return type of find element method? Here I cannot go faster. Here I cannot go fast. I have to go so many slow. We are copying the name attribute. We are copying the value of name attribute. See. Listen. Wait. Guys, wait. Guys, wait. Here I am copying the value of name attribute. Okay, Joginder? है ना? Arey Anushka. What is the return type of find element method? I told just couple of minutes back. What is the return type of find element method? It is the wave element. Huh? Acha, okay. So, sorry. So, it is returning wave element. So, if the method is returning value of type wave element, I have to store that value somewhere. Correct? Then, how I can store it? Let's create object of type. Correct? Wave element. Am I right? Let me give any name. Suppose I'll give the name as username. This is the name of that object. Huh? Easy. I have to import wave element, obviously. Now, what is the meaning of this complete statement? Please find a control whose name is email and store that control in username object. So now your username object is representing your control whose name is email. Is it okay? Is it okay, everyone? Got the meaning of this? What is not getting? Yes, guys. Is it okay? So now this means that this object username is now representing this control. Correct? Correct, guys? Now, what is the operation I need to perform on this object, on this control, rather? What is the operation I need to perform on this object, this control? Enter some data, correct? Enter some data. Now, this control is represented by this object username, which is of type wave element, right? So, your wave element is having one method. So this wave element object interface is having some methods, and the first method is send keys. Send keys. So send keys is a void method. It is used to enter some text in the text box. If I want to enter some data, some text in the text box, then I have to call the method like this. Username dot set keys. What I want to pass, let's say taste@gmail.com. Whatever you want to pass, just pass it like this. Let me try to run this and see the execution. Wow. Isn't it like wow? Huh? Magic. Okay. Is it okay? This is automation. This one, na? Aditya? Sir, related this, please give some obviously. Obviously. You can put directly no, sir, instead of yes, we can, but not now. Not now. Hidayat, not now. I'm going to tell that as well, but not. Okay, where I was? Huh. So, my dear friends, Aditya, or everyone, try to understand. Try to understand the purpose of this send keys method. Okay, what is this username object? What this username object is? This username object is representing this text box. Am I right? This username object is representing this text box. What is the operation I want to perform on this control? Aditya, what is the operation I need to perform on this object? I need to enter some text. Correct? I need to enter some text. Means I'm not getting this, Ram Gopal. Sorry, but I'm not getting this. Just wait. So what I need to do, I need to wait. I'm going to Sai Raj. Wait, Sai, sorry. I'm going to, but wait. So what is the operation I need to do on this control? I need to enter some text, right? So to entering the text, I'm having a method called as dot send keys. What is the purpose of dot send keys method? Dot send keys method will enter some text in the text box. Is it okay now? Everyone? Yes, guys. Now, let us try to inspect this password wala text box as well. Why you are trying the code? Try it later on. You might have made some mistake in the code. If you are not getting the output, means you are making some mistake, right? Now what I have to do? I have to find out this control. Now let's try. Let's see once again. Let's see once again how to inspect the control. So right click on that control which you want to inspect. There is option called as inspect. This is the facility available on every browser, huh? On every browser. Copy paste your code, Ayushi. Let us check. Inspect it. And check where is the name attribute. Can you see here? I'm having this name attribute. Copy this value. What is the value? Pass. Whatever value it could be. Copy that value. Come back to your script and write the code. How we have to write the code? Driver.find element by dot name. Why? Because we are copying the name, right? And then I have to store it in some object. Which type of? Web element. Every time you will get that. Every time you will get. Chrome is being controlled by automatic software. Every time you will get that. That is okay. Web element. This is the control for password is equal to. So now what this password object is holding? Password object is holding this password wala text box. Okay. What is the next step? Now I have to, what is the operation I have to do on this password text box? What is the operation I have to do on this password text box? Again, I have to enter some data. So which method I have to call? Correct. Correct, Naga. Shilpa, correct. Dot send keys. So method is dot send keys. Ram Gopal, just wait. I will unmute you. I'm not getting your question. Just wait. I will unmute you after some time. Just remind me. So password dot send keys. I want to pass some password. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Right? Try to run this. Here, can you see Microsoft Edge is being controlled by automated test software? You will get this. Are you getting this or something else? Right? So it entered the username, it entered password. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Now, next. What is the next step I have to do? I have to click on this login button. Correct? I have to click on this login button. So what I have to do? You have copied the wrong name. Ayushi, you have copied the wrong name. Is it the correct name? Is it a correct name? Check this statement. Driver.find element by dot name. Is it a correct statement? Is it a correct statement? Check it. So I will right click on this button. Now I want to inspect this button. Inspect. Make sure you are copying the correct value. So here name. Can you see the name? Name is equal to login. I will copy this name. I will copy this name and I will create a object. So how to create object? As usual, web element. Let's say login button is equal to driver.find element by dot name. Okay. Now, what is the operation I need to do on this login button, guys? For username, password, we use send keys because we are supposed to enter some data. Now, what is the operation we are supposed to do on login button? Click. Correct? Click. So, there is a method called as dot click. So, click is the method which will use to click on any control. If you want to click on any control, it would be very difficult for me to type it twice. You know? You can refer that login button dot click. Right? Already I'm putting in the notes and then I have to put it in the code. Right? Can you see here? It entered username, it entered password, and it clicked on the login button. Something is happening. Something is happening behind the screen. After clicking the login button, After clicking the login button, something is happening. Yes, it is saying wrong credit. Something will be happening there. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Now it is magic, no? It is more interesting than yesterday's session. Huh? Right? Chalo. Chalo. Now imagine. Yes, yes, yes. This is all fun. This is all fun, no doubt. Okay. Now moving to next. Moving to next. Suppose the control do not have name attribute. What is the problem, Megha? Suppose the control do not have name attribute. Control do not have name attribute. Then what we should do? In that case, check one more attribute called as ID. Check for next attribute called as ID. Can you see here? Many of the times name and ID are same. Not always, but many of the time name and ID are same. But not always. So here I am having ID attribute. Here I am having ID attribute. Now I can use this ID attribute. So I can read a control using the ID, that is next locator, locate by ID. Okay, here is one assignment I will give you. P06 locate by ID. Let me give you one very simple assignment. Very simple assignment. Launch this website. Let me tell you the website. Ecotrack.com. This is the website. Launch this website. Then enter username as your name. Like, for example, Ayushi. Enter password like Ayushi 123, anything like that. And then click on login button. But here use name locate. Okay. Here is the username, here is the password and login button. Same like your Facebook, just we tried. Is it okay? Fine. Now, moving to next part. Locate by ID. Suppose the control do not have name attribute. Okay. Try to find out its ID. Try to find out its ID. How? So this is the control. Does it having ID? Okay, yes. Email is the ID. Let me copy that. And same code. Web element. Username is equal to driver.find element by.id. This is the ID. Then what is the operation? Username dot send keys paste at the rate gmail.com. Then next control is your password control. What you need to do? Right click, inspect, find out ID. Yes, it is ID. Pass. Just double click, it will get selected, highlighted. Okay, copy it. Code, web element, password is equal to driver.find element by.id and password.send keys. Right? Then I'm supposed to click on the login button. So right click login button, inspect. It is having some ID u underscore 0 underscore 5 underscore yw. Okay. Web element login. For this all there are some shortcuts. I will tell you. Is equal to driver dot find element by dot id and then login button dot click. Purpose I'm not closing the browser. Okay, guys, when I will execute this code, I will get exception on this line. I'm supposed to get exception on this line, no such element exception. One of the most important exception in Selenium. Let me try to run this. Most common exception, yes. It entered username. It entered password. Correct? But it didn't click on the login button. Why so? Why it could be so? If you can see here in the browser, in the console, can you see? It is saying no such element exception. On which line? Line number 20. What is the reason? Okay. When I'm getting no such element exception. Where it was? Most important exception. No such element exception. EXCEPTR. Selenium, when Selenium is unable to locate the control, when there is a situation that you are not able to find out the, when Selenium is not able to find the control, Selenium is unable to find the control. What are the possible reasons? Possible reasons are, number one, the locator value may be wrong. The value of locator may be wrong. Let's check the value of locator. What is the value? We copied it. No, we copied it. What is the value? U underscore 0 underscore 5 underscore YW. Okay. U underscore 0 underscore 5 underscore YW. Are it is same. But the problem is here, if I will refresh this page, just see ID changed. Now the ID is U underscore 0 underscore 5 underscore NC. Now the value is NC. So this value of locator is dynamic. The value of this locator is dynamic. Don't know why. I have to ask it to the Mark Zuckerberg. So let's call to Mark. Sometimes the value of locator, sometimes the controls are dynamic. So many situations are there. This is the developer's task. This is not our problem. This is not our problem. This is not our anything. Okay. So no problem. So this ID is dynamic. So the second reason is, sorry, where it is? The second reason is the value of locator may be dynamic. So if the value of locator is dynamic, for the time being, change the locator. अगर सीधी उंगली से घी नहीं निकलता तो, अगर सीधी उंगली से घी नहीं निकलता तो, दिस इज द मिस्टेक एवरीवन इज डूइंग. उंगली टेढ़ा करना नहीं, नहीं. सिंपल इज घी को गरम करो. डब्बा गरम करो. करेक्ट है ना? हाँ? टेढ़े में काय को घुसना? So so very simple. If the value of locator is dynamic right now, it's okay. Change the locator. Right now, change the locator. Instead of ID, we're having name, no? So let's use the name locator. That's it. Simple. So instead of ID, what I will do? Y dot name. I will tell you the tricks how I can check whether the locator is dynamic or not. If that control, if that locator contains some garbage values, then the value may be dynamic. घी मत खाओ. ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता ना. Right? Is it okay? Everyone getting this, guys? Sir, please allow me to share the screen. No, not now. Because we are having so much part to be executed. What is your query? Ask it here. And we'll check. Suppose I'm on this page. And suppose if I will inspect this. If I will inspect this, can you see here? Can you see here? Name is equal to. Can you see some garbage value? Some garbage value is here. So this is dynamic. Right? This is dynamic. If I inspect this, see here, ID is equal to, name is equal to, this is dynamic. Okay? Is it okay? Right now, for the time being, if the value is dynamic, change the locator. In the tomorrow session, means next session, I will show you how you can inspect these dynamic values as well. Yes. How to inspect the dynamic values, that is also we are going to discuss in the Monday session. Okay. Same assignment, do it with ID locator. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Assignment. Chalo. Moving to next. Suppose assignments will be available on this link. Assignments will be available. Everything will be available on this link only. Here you will find one more file called as assignments after this lecture. Okay. Suppose I will open Google. I'll open Google. And suppose I want to search something here. Manually, tell me how we search manually. Correct? We have to type something. Suppose I will type this. Nirmal Singh. Right? And then what I have to do? Should I hit enter? I have to hit enter. Right? Nirmal, will it be okay? Huh. Then what I have to do, guys, after entering the text? I have to hit enter. Either I have to hit enter or I have to click on this Google search. For the time being, don't click on this Google search. Let's hit enter. So once I hit enter, I will get this page. Okay. Is it you, Nirmal? Acha, theek hai, okay. What it is DQ? What that DQ for? DQ means ढकलर. ये क्या होता है? This one. Don't know. Whatever. Okay. Suppose I will. Don't know who is this. He's Indian actor. Okay. I will tell you one thing. I will tell you something very interesting. Suppose I will search for this. Okay. Do a barrel roll. Something like this is going to be happen. Now I want to do this. I want to do this. So what should be the first step, guys? What should be the first step? First, I have to open Google, no doubt. Correct? I have to open Google. Then I have to search for this control. I have to inspect this control, then send keys. Correct? Correct, guys? Let me inspect this control first. And imagine, although this control is having ID and name here, name is Q. Name is Q and ID is some this value. This is not dynamic. Huh? This is not dynamic. Okay. But just for imagination, this control do not have ID or name for imagination. Control do not have ID or name locator, name attribute. Okay. Okay. Then what you can do, you can check for one more attribute called as class. Purposely I'm giving this example, guys. I can use something called as class. Class. Can you see here? Class. So use this value. If name and ID are not available, then use class. And that is the third locator. Chalo. Guys, everyone is getting this, no? Because this is very, very, very important. 07 locate by class name. The locator is class name. So we are supposed to open this google.com. Google Baba ki jai ho. That is the problem. I'm going to explain it in the Monday session. In Monday session, I'm going to explain this. So let me copy this value, class name, and write the code. So wave element search box is equal to driver dot find element by dot class name. This is the class name, correct? Now, what is the operation I have to do, guys? Wow, that's great. That's great, Megan. Sure, Ram Gopal, no problem. Yes, I click. I have to enter the data. Where your brother is working, Mega? In Google? Wow, that's great. Ask him to arrange my training there. Just kidding. Okay, so what is the operation? Search box dot send keys. What I have to search? To a, what was the spelling? BARREL. Barrel. Correct, guys? Correct. So what will happen if I will run this? If I will run this, this will enter the text in that. Correct? Have you seen? Now, what is the next step? What is the next step, guys? Click where? No. Yes, I have to hit enter. I have to hit enter. Right? So my question, very simple, silly question. Can I write like this? Search box dot send keys. What do you think? Will it work? Will it hit enter? Correct. Nice guessing. My dear friends, always remember correct. Dot send keys method will append the text to the existing text. Can you see here? Do a barrel roll, enter. Okay. So that is not possible. So if you want to hit enter, then Selenium has given you one enumeration called as keys. That is the problem, na? Because send keys will enter the text. Send keys will enter the text. So there is a enumeration called as keys and method enter. So keys dot enter will hit enter. Okay, you are not supposed to hit, it will automatically hit. But this is a problem with Google when you are doing such a automation. It will, yes, this is the problem. I have to handle this. It's okay, chalo. Let's handle this. Okay. Pairs. Now it will do a bad. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Just try to understand this class name. Try to understand this class name. Chalo. Couple of X. What? What? Code. Acha, okay. Rather, I'm going to give you three assignments. I'm giving you 3 assignments. Okay, first assignment is on the same site, but now use class name as a locator. Fourth assignment. Fifth assignment. Launch facebook.com. Enter your email ID. Enter wrong password. Click on login button. Now here use class name locator. Compulsory use class name locator, huh? Okay. Then launch google.com. Enter. This is my village, huh? This is my village from Kolhapur. Patankodli Yatra. And then hit enter. My dear friends, purposely I'm giving such assignments. Okay. These two assignments, I will say these are mandatory assignments. If you want to understand the concept on Monday, huh? If you want to understand the concept on Monday, you have to complete this assignment. Okay? Is it okay, guys? Any query in assignments? Sure, sure, Anushka. Yes, I'm going to. What was your problem? Tell me, Megha. Again, someone has shared some code. Ram Gopal, what is your code? Okay, meanwhile, let me launch the poll. And QA as well. Already there are 2 questions. While close method getting this error. That is socket exception. That is okay. If you are getting Ram Gopal, if you are getting socket exception, that is okay. Even I will getting that socket exception. Please. Don't worry about socket exception. Everyone is getting that. What was your second port? Driver.get. Okay, facebook.com URL. Why you are giving the URL two times? URL one. Because first time you are reading title. So give the name as title, no? Right? First you are giving title and second you are reading the URL. So use two different variables. Correct? Correct. That code is correct. Correct, Anushka. Get and buy is manage is not a type. It is showing. Copy paste your code. Let me check. Mega. How do we know which is the dynamic attribute or not? Mega, copy paste your code. Let me check what is the problem. If the code, if that particular value, after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes, after this session, you will be able to see this on this link. If the code, if that attribute, if that attribute, value of attribute contains some random words, like this. If I'll inspect this, see here, name, login, and some random words are there, some garbage values are there. Then that is the problem. That may be dynamic. In question, what do you need to give the definition? Yes. Yes. What is the purpose of that method and what is the return type? Without using any material like PPT and other, you are delivering training in the next level. Thanks for your experience, which is sharing us this. Thank you, Joginder, for this kind words. It comes with practice. It comes with practice. More than 500 batches I have conducted. More than 500. I'm training Selenium since 19. Not 19. 20. 2016. 2016. I'm conducting the Selenium batches since 2016. N number of batches I have conducted. N number of students I have trained. Literally, I didn't remember how many students I have trained. So many companies I have worked with. Where you are getting error? Mega. Thank you. Mega, where you are getting error? I was supposed to unmute someone. Who was that? I forgot. I was supposed to unmute someone. Who was that? Jayan, your 2 hours lecture feels like 20 minutes is actually very. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jayan. I was supposed to unmute someone. Who was that? It is not showing error in your Eclipse. Then Ram Gopal. Okay, let me unmute you. You can ask your question. I unmuted you. You can ask your question. And where you are getting error? Mega. Ram Gopal, I have unmuted you.
Hello?
Yes.
Robot error is coming, sir. That's only I need. For
Where?
me, every time it is getting robot error, sir.
Robot.
I'm not a robot.
On which website you are trying this?
Facebook, sir. That Meta, sir. I have asked already, right? No, sir.
Sorry. Which?
Meta, I am not a robot. That one.
On which website? On which browser?
Facebook, Chrome.
Which? Chrome.
Mm.
Might possible you are entering correct username and wrong password, correct?
Yes, sir.
Even I will get the same. See, let me show you. If I will give my correct email ID, even I will get the same. Because that is a functionality of Facebook. This is a functionality of Facebook. Yes, this will happen, no doubt.
Sometimes I'm getting Java error, sir. Already I have the chart.
Where you are getting that is not an error. Socket exception. You ask in the you put in the
Socket, it is not an issue, right?
that is not an exception.
Yes.
Suppose here I will put driver dot close, and if I will run this, Mega, just wait, I will unmute you as well. Sometimes I will again get socket exception. Ignore it.
Okay. Sir, I have write in a different way. Sir, you are right that web element password is equal to driver.find
That is okay.
element by name pass, right? No, sir.
No
I have
problem.
write in that last only send keys and I have entered directly, sir.
No
We can
problem.
use it that way also, right?
No problem. You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Mega, what is your query?
Hello, sir.
So
Sir,
for-
in Eclipse, it is showing that manage it's in manage line, this driver dot manage, it is showing method manage is undefined to a type web element. And I have also import the edge driver and it is
listen,
also not
listen.
coming.
What is your second statement? Web element driver is equal to new age driver. Who told this?
No. Driver dot manage
Hey, listen,
window
Mega.
dot
Hey,
maximize.
Mega.
Ji.
Listen. What is the statement you have written? Check after public static void main. What is the statement you have written? Web
Web
element
element.
driver is equal to new age driver. Who told this? We are supposed to create web driver. Driver is equal to new age driver, na?
Oh, yes, sir.
हाँ, ठीक है.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, for locating element is required to inspect the element in the same, not necessary. You can use it, you can inspect it on Chrome and use it on Edge or vice versa. Elements will, the attributes will remain same.
Sir,
Hmm.
in this link GitHub, this assignment option is not showing in my system.
No one is getting that. I have not uploaded it yet. Okay, chalo, let me upload.
Okay, sir.
Sagar, ignore about this. Ignore about this. Is it executing your code? Sagar, is it executing your code? That's okay. Ignore about that warning error, whatever you are getting. Okay. Okay, everyone now, guys.
So this buy option is also showing some red.
That is what I said. What you have written there.
Buy dot name.
How to handle this type of dynamic keys. Yes, we are going to understand in the tomorrow session. Guys, refresh this page. Refresh this page. Are you able to see assignment option? I have uploaded it. Somnath, we are going to understand this, how to handle these dynamic values. Might possible in the Monday session. Is it okay, guys? Fine. So let's stop for today, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. See you on Monday. Don't forget to complete the assignments. Complete the assignments so that you will be um, that much confident. Yes, I can write the code. Right? Okay. Chalo, guys. See you. Bye bye. Enjoy your weekend. See you. Good night. Thank you, Dilip. Somnath, thank you. Same to you. Same to you, Dilip. Enjoy your weekend, but complete the assignments.